This is Know Your Word. Here we are again to share with you. I want to pick up my passage today from the book of Ephesians, where the Apostle Paul is seeking to speak to this very special church, a church that is described as a loving church. It's the early church. It's a church full of passion and fire. But in the midst of the passion and fire, there are challenges, there are issues that must be addressed. There are relationships issues. There are all kinds of parent-child issues and husband-wife issues. And Paul is ensuring that he speaks to this group. Paul comes to the end of his speaking to some of these issues, and he says to them, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might." Then he says, put on the whole armor of God. This is Ephesians chapter 6. I've just read verse 10. Verse 11 says, put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. And in verse 12 he says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, and against spiritual wickedness in high places. I'm here today to talk to somebody who feels they're on the battlefield, who feels that life is fighting them, that so much in their lives going wrong. In their relationships, it's like a battle. In their parent-child relationships, it's rough. And you feel that it's not going well for you. I came to talk to somebody who on their job today, not feeling that this thing is working at all. Why do they have to keep struggling and fighting like that? Someone within the sound of my voice who had just had a curse out with somebody who is upset and mad with somebody. I just want to talk to you today and to tell you what the Apostle Paul says. He comes to tell us that the battle is never with flesh and blood. It is very important to know, yes, he agrees that we're in a war. We are fighting, and the battle is never against flesh and blood. It is not against your father. It is not against your brother. It is not against your spouse. That's not where the battle is. Stop seeing flesh, is what the Apostle Paul says. Stop seeing the boss man. Stop seeing the person in the cubicle next to yours. Stop seeing them and giving yourself ulcers. I found that you don't get ulcers from what you eat. You get ulcers from what's eating you. Stop doing that to yourself. The apostle says, stop watching people. There's a secret, he says. He says the secret is to put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. That is, to stand against the strategies of the devil, the techniques of the devil. It is the enemy, the Apostle Paul says, that orchestrate things that make you get upset, that causes someone to do something at the right time, that it will perplex you, it will trip you, it will trigger you. Paul says, therefore you can't watch people. It is not about flesh and blood. It is always against principalities and powers and the rulers of the darkness of this world. Paul says, look beyond those things that you're seeing with your eyes and put on the whole armor of God, because the battle is against principalities, the battle is against powers, the battle is against rulers of the darkness of this world, the battle is against spiritual wickedness in high places. I came to talk to somebody in Radio Land today to tell them the secret is to put on the whole armor of God, and Paul tells us what that is. And I'll be taking some time in the next couple of sessions to talk to you about putting on the whole armor of God. Do stay with this and make sure you get ready to put on your armor. I'll be with you again. We are on to something here. God bless you until we see again.